Green Bay, Wisconsin is a city defined by quiet neighborhoods and a tight-knit community. But on a Saturday morning in May 2016, that sense of security was shattered by the discovery of 31-year-old mother Nicole VanderHeyden. Her body was found in a remote farmer's field, having been beaten and strangled to death. The night before, Nicole had gone out with her boyfriend, Doug Detrie, to a local rock concert. The night devolved into a heated argument via text messages, and Nicole eventually walked away from the venue alone, vanishing into the night. Because of their public fight and her sudden disappearance, sheriff's deputies immediately focused their attention on one person, Doug Detrie. Investigators executed a search warrant at Detrie's home. On the garage floor and inside Nicole's car, they found what appeared to be fresh blood. To the detectives on the scene, the physical evidence appeared to confirm their suspicions, providing a direct link between the couple's argument and the crime scene. Detrie was arrested and booked into jail, with a judge setting his bond at $1 million. Then, the crime lab results arrived. The blood found in the garage wasn't human, it was from an animal, and the blood in the car didn't belong to Nicole at all. Investigators had followed a trail of physical evidence that pointed toward a logical conclusion, only to find that every one of those initial physical assumptions was wrong. While the physical evidence against Detrie was evaporating, a different piece of technology was providing a definitive account of his night. When he was arrested, Detrie was wearing a Fitbit. This timeline shows Detrie's activity between 3 a.m. and 4 a.m. Instead of the high physical exertion required for an assault, the device recorded a single spike of just 12 steps. To detectives, this was a biological impossibility. 12 steps isn't enough to cross a house, let alone dispose of a body miles away. After 18 days in jail, Doug Detrie was exonerated and released. The case had been flipped on its head. A consumer gadget had provided an objective record of the night that human suspicion simply couldn't ignore. The investigation stalled for months until DNA from a discarded sock at the scene finally triggered a match in a national database. The DNA belonged to George Burch, a man who had only recently moved to the area. To verify his movements, investigators turned to Burch's Google dashboard, a comprehensive log of his phone's location data. The tracking data showed Burch leaving a local bar and driving to Nicole's house. His phone remained stationary there for nearly an hour before moving directly to the field where her body was discovered. The timestamps matched the exact window of the murder, placing Burch at every critical location in order. A violent act in a remote field rarely leaves behind witnesses or an obvious trail, but the smartphone in the killer's pocket was keeping a second-by-second log of his exact coordinates. When George Burch went to trial, he took the stand and attempted to explain away the digital evidence with a new story. Burch claimed he was having consensual sex with Nicole in his car when Doug Detrie suddenly appeared, knocked Burch unconscious, and killed Nicole himself. He told the jury that Detrie then forced him at gunpoint to help dispose of the body. The prosecution countered by overlaying Doug Detrie's Fitbit data with Burch's phone records. The 12 steps recorded on Detrie's wrist proved he was inside his home, asleep, while Burch's phone was being tracked to the murder scene. A human witness can be pressured on the stand or struggle to recall details under stress. But this data was permanent, recorded in real time, and completely indifferent to Burch's testimony. It took the jury just over 3 hours to deliberate. They found George Burch guilty of first-degree intentional homicide. Burch was sentenced to life without parole, ensuring justice for Nicole and permanent exoneration for Detrie. We are living in an era where our digital footprints serve as the ultimate silent witnesses. Do you think wearable technology should always be admissible in a courtroom, or does this cross a privacy line we haven't fully considered yet? Let us know in the comments.